Hello and welcome back to Geezer Gamers. Today we are playing some more Warm Snow, and I swear one of these days I will beat this game. It is a roguelite, which means we do get bonus stats the more we throw wave after wave of our own body at it. So we did unlock a couple of things here. We got the Longwu Mystery, which is a bonus to all damage. I think it's like 5%, I can't actually see it. And we unlocked Power Core, whatever that is. I don't actually know what that does. But that's a thing we have now. And a random thing that spawned was Mechanical Rotor. Upon dealing melee damage, 15% chance to strafe nearby enemies and deal a bunch of flying sword damage within 4 seconds. And then when rage reaches 100, it automatically consumes it and starts doing just AoE damage over 5 seconds. It's decently strong. And it is an epic, which we're happy to see. And I believe, yeah, we did unlock a new shrine here. The Bitter River Bodhi. 3 rivers separate the realms of the living and the dead. The 9 frozen springs bring salvation. Worship of the Bitter River Bodhi will grant you the power to freeze enemies with ice and snow and then crush them mercilessly. Gives us the passive Icy Cold. Our melee attacks have a 15% chance to carry 20% frost damage and freeze the enemy for 1 second. Okay. Bone Chill. Flying Sword is upgraded to frost damage, dealing Ice Blade with a 15% chance to crit and deal double damage while always crit against frozen enemies. Transform Sword Recall into Ice Blade Recall, which recalls all of your swords deal frost damage to all enemies in their return path. Broken enemies take massive damage. I actually don't know how to cause broken. Certain powers can do it. I'm just not sure which ones. Or White Frost. Lose the ability to use flying swords. Alright, that's my bread and butter right there. But trigger chance for Icy Cold is increased by 20%, so we have a 35% chance. Okay. When Icy Cold is triggered, enemies gain the White Frost effect and take frost damage equal to 125% melee damage every second for 5 seconds. Rate of White Frost damage to frozen enemies is increased by 100%. Transform Sword Recall into Frost Explosion, which triggers the White Frost effect on all nearby enemies. And increase your melee attack speed by 60% for 5 seconds. White Frost and Frost Explosion are treated as flying sword damage. Sure. I mean, I'm a big fan of, I think it was, oh, I can't actually change it. This one, the alternate of the starting power, also gets rid of your flying swords. I'm usually a big fan of that one, so just less stuff I have to micromanage and just fun in general. We're just shooting out our Mechanical Rotor there. Money or Relic, we'll take, or Elixir, or whatever. They go by different names at different parts of the game, really kind of infuriates me. Freeze does seem to function like a stun. I wasn't honestly sure if it would just root them or actually stun them, so. I think with this, we'll just be looking to get as much attack speed. Ooh, a legendary. Ooh, Ink Fire Crystal. Alright, upon Sheath, deal 41 true damage to surrounding enemy, true flame damage. When rage reaches 100, automatically consume all rage and add 25% true damage to all of your melee and flying sword damage for 20 seconds. Also has a 25% chance to summon Giant Ink Fire. Holy cow. Okay. Upon dealing damage, 25% chance to do a burst for 8 true damage. Ink Fire Burst also deals damage equal to 8% of enemies' max HP, not to exceed 200% of your own attack. That seems good against bosses. Shoot Ink Fire at the nearest enemy, dealing 5 true damage, will bounce 3 times between enemies. Upon dealing flame damage, add 15% extra true damage. Upon dealing damage, 25% chance to trigger an explosion that deals 23 true flame damage to the target and surrounding enemies. That's a lot of words. I'm just going to put it on there. So we have a percent chance to do an AoE explosion, which then does more damage, is my understanding of that. But for now, and the heat is wasted, but that's alright. Go pick up a weapon. Ooh, legendary. Wild Gust. Sheath cooldown minus 10%, which I assume applies to my skill in general. Lightning damage plus 24%, movement speed plus 14%. Damaging attacks have a 10% chance to increase damage taken by the enemy by 30% for 3 seconds. And it cares about Wind Chaser Orb. I mean, it's obviously better than default sword, so we'll go with it. We'll keep an eye out for Wind Chaser Orb and see if that is something we're interested in. Alright, it does look like bosses at least can still attack while frozen, so that's something. Oh, I should just press this button and make him take 1,000,000 damage a second. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Arctic Blast. Frost damage caused by icy cold is increased by 30% and freeze effect is extended by 1 second. That's crazy. 20% frost damage becomes basically 50% frost damage and freeze for 2 seconds. Okay. Quick freeze when icy cold is triggered. Cooldown of Ice Blade Recall and Frost Explosion are reduced by 1 second. That's sweet. And Smile of the Goddess. The Smile of the Goddess descends upon the field at 60-second intervals. An icy cold wind will blow for 15 seconds, dealing frost damage to all enemies on the map once every half second. So tick 7 times. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't take this. That just sounds awesome. Hopefully it doesn't gum up the screen too much. Celestial Light. All damage plus 8%, so that's pretty good, alright? Damaging attacks have a 6% chance to it's slightly smaller percent chance, but the same effect. Enemies with poison take 39% more damage. And if you have Celestial Jade, which I don't think I can get because I don't think I have it unlocked, your melee and flying sword attacks have a chance to trigger more likely to trigger. You know, I think we will go with the Celestial Light though and see if we can pick up some poison stuff because that's a lot of bonus damage if we can poison things. Big Bone. It is a baby one, but trigger Shockwave that stuns things on the final blow is phenomenal. And I believe there's a core slot thing you can get that makes all of your attacks final blows. I forget which one it is though. And yeah, make sure we go with the correct one here. Do I want to reroll my weapon? I don't think I do. I think we'll just take a relic. Hydrogarium. I can never pronounce that one. Anyway, it does poison though. 5% chance to cause toxin. Does toxin count as poison? It inflicts poison damage. But are they considered poisoned for the purpose of my sword? I don't think so. I don't actually know. Maybe they are? One way to find out. And now when we dash, we get a baby stun, which is fine. You know what I could also do? Is I could also attribute refine and see if we can get something different here. It could be way worse though. It could also be way better. Huh. I don't think we will. If it was an Excalibur effect that I really liked, I might consider it, but we might wind up replacing the weapon anyway. I don't want to waste the souls this early on. That's crazy. It looks like it hits them no matter where they are on the map. I don't know if they have to be on the screen or not. It's only once every 60 seconds though, so it's not like that insane. Oh yeah, it hits them anyway. They just come running. We don't do a lot of damage yet, but that dash stun is great. Jade? What is this one? Spirit Jade. Flying sword damage. Not what we're after. Let's skip it. If you didn't see the last video, that was all about flying swords. So I'd give that one a watch. Oh, their souls just kind of chilling around. I guess we gotta be careful. We might not always pick up our souls if the snow is killing them. As long as we time our dash to always land kind of on top of them. Whoops, I got hit. We should be able to go stuns into freezes, maybe. Oops, stuck on the water. Oops, got hit. Definitely a little bit less of an initial punch than just the default build. But I can see there being a lot of potential, especially if we get some of the freezing synergies in our powers. And also, I mean, right now we're just obliterating everything, which is crazy fun. More money. I would really like some sect skills. Mini boss. Let's see here. Bruise herb. Bruise herb is just busted if you can get a decent one. If you get the legendary one, it's absolutely obscene. Random relic. I feel like we're just gonna try for it. Alright, we got epic. Epic is still decent. Punch sheath. Alright. Goodbye, Hydrogarian. Oh, Piggy. Pig is so annoying. Stupid charge attack. I'm definitely worst at fighting the pig, I think, out of all the mini bosses. Especially those explosions get me every time. I popped his head, so now when he charges, he'll charge multiple times. And he'll shoot way more of those things. Here comes the charge. Oh, he actually didn't charge multiple times. There he goes. There's the multi. Ah, right into it. Ouch. God bless. I just can't dodge him to save my life. Oh my goodness. Well, there goes my one revive. And I don't have a ranged attack, so... Yikes, that was rough. Oh, here we go, poison. Alright, active skill, summon a patch of toxic miasma that deals damage every second they become poisoned. Yeah, so poison is different than toxin, so that's good to know. It is an active skill. Man. guess we'll take that. I think we let the rotor go. I think the rotor is better. I think it just does more raw damage. But our sword does more damage to poison targets, so right now I think we just need to focus in on the poison a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, that's... God, that's rough. Berserk, upon dealing damage, increased damage. That's one's always great. Upon killing an enemy, damage is increased by 4%, can stack up to 12 times. That's almost 58%, or 50% damage. It's 48% damage. That's 35% damage. When attacked, lose 1 layer of the effect. It goes up upon killing an enemy, though. So if you get hit on the boss fight, it goes away. It's still the highest upside, I think. Melee damage up, lightning damage up, movement speed up, frost damage up. Okay, well, we figured out we're switching weapons. So much for the poison anyway. And if you have Big Bone, your melee attacks have 5% chance to trigger the Big Bone core slot effect once. Does it matter if I have it in my core slot? I don't know. I think we decided not to go with this anyway. So let's look. We have Big Bone. The core slot is stunned for 2 seconds. I'm curious. Okay, can just trigger it. It doesn't have to be in the core slot. That's amazing. Alright. Well, we're down 3 healing gourds and our... Man, we really do not do a lot of damage. I feel like we're gonna have a pretty hard time with some of the bosses. Relic? Yeah, we'll do a relic. Oh, dash, please dash. Alright. I didn't stun him before he charged. And there's so much going on the screen. Alright, Sharp Fang. Active skill, slash the surrounding area 7 times. Instantly refill 50% of the key meter if a unit is killed by the skill. But does that matter if I don't have a rage effect? Melee attacks have a chance to make the target bleed, bonus movement speed, bonus defense. Maybe we just go bonus defense. I feel like we need it. I'm not dealing flame damage right now anyway. I mean, it does have the 25% chance to trigger the explosion, but... we'll pass. What? Oh my god, it didn't get my stun off from my dash. It just instantly knocked me down. He must have been charging from off screen. It's okay, we got that bruiser healing us up. Invulnerability from Flicker extended, absolutely. And another select skill, absolutely. Well, flying sword damage up doesn't help. Deal more damage against targets under 50% HP. Seems fine. Take money. I do like that I can double dash to get to the ranged backline a little bit better. Hey, sealed letter. Alright. I don't know if that unlocks any new things, but gives us a chance. Random legendary relic. Tricolor, Realgar, Ambrosia. I mean, we have to try. Fiery saltpeter. Alright. Final blow melee attack. Deal 72 flame damage as flaming slash, which gets boosted. Deal 25% more flame damage. I don't shoot flying swords, so that's irrelevant. If target is already affected by burning. It's an active skill. I don't know what the cooldown on that is. Or if I have to fill up my rage meter to use it. I think I have to fill up my rage meter to be able to use it. Create upon casting a circle of flame around you that lasts for 5 seconds. Sorry, Bruiser, but I think you're actually going to have to go up here. Yeah. Bruiser is amazing. I'll just have to play it a little safer. Alright. The real test. Can I beat this nerd? Attack pattern again. Roll again, yup. Roll again, yup. Roll again, yup. Come on, do your punches. Oh, okay, that works. You do a lot of damage. It's really going to come down to whether or not we can dodge his hits here. When he swings with the punches, you dodge towards the center. When he goes for the fire breath, you dodge towards the outside. And if we're lucky here, we can dodge his initial stun. Done it a couple of times. Get some free damage off if we succeed. Which we did. Oops, that one hit me. Oh, go down, go down. Oh, that still hit? I actually don't know. No, it does not. Good. Get some free damage. Dash. Okay, he's gonna use the breath. Breath, you dash to the corner. Alright, did it. Get all our gourds back. Alright, Draining Touch. When you deal damage to a frozen target, it restores 1% of your max HP. That's amazing. We're probably almost definitely going to take that. Because I need it. That's really the reason. Iceborne, gain an ice shield that absorbs damage equal to 15% of your HP every 30 seconds. Lasts for 30 seconds. That's decent too. Hoarfrost, increase White Frost damage by 20%. Your White Frost jumps to a nearby enemy when it expires. That's our active skill. That is also awesome, but I mean, I took Bruiser off, so we definitely need the healing. Ooh, and we get another note, which is great. Triggering Icy Cold has a 70% chance to summon a cold Acheron at the target's feet. Earth Spring deals frost damage to any enemy standing in it equal to 80% of attack for 5 seconds. Enemies standing in the Earth Spring will be treated as frozen. That is so many things I don't know what they mean. Earth Spring. That's got to be a translation issue, right? Like it summons a thing under them that deals frost damage over 5 seconds. I wish I could take both of these with me. I don't mind replacing Big Bone eventually anyway. The 24% frost damage is awesome. The 13% melee is awesome. But I'm going to take Acheron and try and upgrade it because that seems really good. And just to double check, Icy Cold. Yeah, Icy Cold is my ability. But now I can replace Big Bone and not feel terrible about it. So we're going to do that. And hopefully we get a legendary guy out of it. Another Mechanical Nozzle. Oh no, wait, this is the other one. Mechanical Nozzle upon dealing flying sword damage, which I don't do. Upon dealing flying sword damage, which I don't do. Upon Sheath, which I barely do. Okay, so we can pass on that one. I do like having the dash stun, but... Oh, no, I didn't want to reforge. Oh, no, this was the wrong person. I'm an idiot. God bless. Alright, well, I mean, this one's decent, too. If you have both... Well, I guess we're keeping Big Bone now. If you have both Big Bone and Icebreaker Stone, I don't have Icebreaker Stone. I don't know if I've ever seen Icebreaker Stone. But if we do get it, if we do wind up getting it, our melee attacks have a 15% chance to trigger an avalanche that deals impact damage over a large area to the front, equal to 200% melee damage, 100% bonus against stunned or frozen enemies. Alright, well that's not the person I meant to talk to. I meant to talk to this guy, which we're going to talk to him anyway. This is only rare, so we have a pretty good chance. This says rank up, but I have used it and it's ranked down before, so hopefully we can... Alright, there's the epic. So the Excalibur effect stays the same. The rest of this gets re-rolled. So we will re-roll it again. Poison, no thanks. Poison, no thanks. God bless. Drunk, no good. Bleed. I could just do the attribute refine. It costs more, but it doesn't re-roll the rarity. Ah, greedy. Give me souls. Back to the gambling, man. Okay. Melee attack speed, damage, movement speed, I'll take it. It's good enough. I messed that up so horribly. So horribly. But that's okay. Scroll of Crane. Is that what it was called? I didn't even realize. I do like that stun from dashing. It's a fun playstyle. Maybe we'll look to try and keep the... I mean, this weapon wants Big Bone anyway, right? It does. It wants Icebreaker Stone. So we'll keep an eye out for Icebreaker Stone. We iframed that stun really nicely. Luckily. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. We do not do a lot of damage, though. I'm worried about the boss on this level. I feel like she's basically a damage check because she eventually just starts damaging the entire screen if you don't kill her quickly enough. So we'll just be looking to get more damage at this point. These guys, if you do run away from them, will chuck rocks at you. If you get close, they'll slam the ground. We'll just use our Winter's Breath against him, or whatever it's called. Ooh, can't use Flicker anymore. That doesn't seem good. No, that seems really bad. It takes away a skill slot for one. Yeah, that seems really bad. Plus 25% frost damage seems good though. I would normally take evasion, but we really just need more damage. Invisibility doesn't help when I have an AoE stun on dash. More money. I don't know if that like slowly damaging everything on the screen, like how good that actually is. What is it? Smile of the Goddess. Every soul sacrificed to the goddess will hasten the snowstorm. That wasn't addressed when I first picked this. It also doesn't say how much damage it does. I'm assuming every soul sacrifice to the goddess means the more crap you kill. I don't know, it's not very obvious, but I'm guessing that's what that means. I didn't even see that guy. We got. Oops, I dashed right into that. Okay. Little invisible bastard. There we go. Sect skill, absolutely. Takes forever for us to kill things. We really don't do a lot of damage. It's like slow, almost like a, not really a burn build, but it's like almost like a burn build where we just do kind of like slow damage over an extended fight. I can't see them. This is awful. Alright. One attack, 10% chance to gain a shield equal to 20% of your HP. Or if you take no damage for 15 seconds, you take 25% less the next time. This is better against like lots of enemies, and this is better against like a single enemy. I don't know which I would rather have, but we'll just go with Tortoise Armor. And we'll definitely take the heal. If we can make it through this without dying, we don't have to waste a flask. Which will hopefully be the case. We should be healing a little bit every time we deal frost damage too. Kind of dash around a lot in there, make sure. Alright, sweet. Oh, it doesn't even fully heal us. Gross. Alright, random relic, key herb, lightning lock, blue steel. God, so much money. Alright. It's a good one though. Alright, melee attack speed plus 40%, movement speed plus 10%. When rage reaches 100, automatically consume all rage to give you 10 seconds of phantom mode, which jacks your attack speed and movement speed up by 150%. And when you pass through an enemy, you deal some damage to them and put them in stasis. It is phenomenal. So we will definitely take that. I'm actually... I know it like lowers our damage by a lot, but I think I'm going to put the Bruiser back on. And just let the Fiery Saltpeter go. And we'll just look for a replacement for the ink fire crystal. Top off our health. Off that distillation, which is great. Which one we got here? Library chick. Okay. Oops. Oops. Bullet hell mode. Oh my god, I got hit by like literally every one of those. Luckily we can actually heal off of her books. What's she gonna do? Big laser. Where's she at? I might have activated that too soon. Get in here and heal off the books before they damage me. I think I dashed straight into that. That's fine. Let me heal back up. Sect skill. Oh, not crazy ones. Upon dealing damage, increase all damage to target by 3.5% for 1 second is probably good enough. Yeah, we'll take more damage. Sharp Fang. Nope. And almost definitely not. If you have Damnation, attack boost and defense reduction are traded for a 15% chance for an attack to deal 300% extra damage. That's crazy. So Damnation gives you, it gives you like plus 300% damage, but minus 300% defense or something. It's pretty nuts. It's part of the glass cannon build from a previous video if you haven't seen that. And this exchanges it. It gets rid of that like passive effect and just makes it a 15% chance to still do the bonus damage, which is awesome with an attack speed build. I can see that being really good, but let me stick with this. Weapon money for sure. So it does hit everything on the map, which is awesome, but also it wakes everything up, which is not necessarily awesome. But also it heals me every second, guaranteed, so that's kind of nice. I wish I had a timer so I could see how often the snowstorm goes off. We'll take the money. It's supposed to be faster for every soul I sacrifice, which I assume means everything I kill. God, that's just absolutely obscene and I love it. Sands has got to be one of my favorite skills. I'll just go here. Ooh, sect skill. Broken. Predator, max HP plus 10%. Upon killing an enemy, recover a small amount of HP. I mean, that's cute, but the giant glowing golden one, your frost damage is increased by 60%, which is insane. When you trigger Icy Cold, you gain the Eye of Extinction effect. All enemies you attack in the next 5 seconds will be treated as being frozen, which I forget, but my attacks against frozen enemies do more damage. I'm just going to put it that way. I don't remember everything it does, but we'll absolutely take that. Frozen, make them unable to take any action. It does say it right there. Okay. Money. Although I guess realistically I should probably take the sword. I didn't know you could get sex skills from the bosses. It's actually pretty awesome. I don't know if you actually have to kill the statue or just the guys around it. I saw you down there, but looks like you do have to kill the statues. Shop. Looks like we're up to the final boss. This will be the true test. Dang, new sex skill, but I don't have enough money for it. Sadness. That would have been really nice. Wait, Millennium Ice. Is that the one I needed? Oh no, I needed Icebreaker Stone. Fire Saltpeter. That being said, I'm still gonna look because ice sounds nice. Oh, it's a baby one. Alright, well, we're not putting it there, so it doesn't matter. Final blow in melee attack, deal 49 frost damage as frost slash and freeze enemy for 1 second. Okay. Upon flicker, create an ice blade with up to 1 in existence at any time. Once you hit a target with a flying sword, which I can't do, so it's irrelevant, you cast chill on all surrounding enemies once every 2 seconds, reducing their damage by 5% and movement speed by 20% for 3 seconds. Effect stacks up to 5 times and does it once every 2 seconds. Assuming that affects bosses, that seems really good. And Inkfire Crystal is bonus damage, but we'll take Millennium Ice for now, I think. Alright, time for the damage check. I hate this fight. If you don't have obscene amounts of damage, this fight is scary. Just gonna pop out, shoot an orb at me. Lighting. Now she starts turning them into black holes, and they'll start spreading over the entire map. Oh, of course she disappears as soon as this goes off. Oops, that actually hit me. Oh, it actually worked this time. I must have done enough damage to trigger it. I'll just go ahead and flask. I think it's a damage trigger. I'm honestly not sure what causes that to go off. Lightning. Fire. And black holes. Oh, but we did enough. Nice. So now we go to her slightly easier form to beat. It's a much more boring fight, but it's easier. So we just pop these eyes. And that's how you damage her, and then she'll just use various AoE abilities that you just have to dodge. Most of which are pretty easy to dodge. Although the effects can cover each other up. so sometimes I'll get hit. Oops, and sometimes I'll dash into them. I actually didn't that time, which is good, but... Whoops. Alright. Wait, Icebreaker Stone, is that it? Icebreaker Stone. Alright, so Big Bone and Icebreaker Stone. All damage to frozen enemies increased by 30%. That's actually really good. And now we'll also shoot out this garbage. And frozen enemies, we have that eyeball thing. What is it? The Eye of Extinction. All enemies you attack in the next 5 seconds will be treated as being frozen, so that's just a flat damage increase. That's really good. Obviously, I'd like to upgrade those if I can, but that's pretty insane either way. Obviously, I'm not switching weapons. Bitter Winter. The Tigger chance of Icy Cold is increased by 5%, and you have 20% chance to directly trigger the Ice Blade Recall or Frost Explosion when you trigger Icy Cold. So we're more likely to trigger Icy Cold. And when we do, we have a 1 in 5 chance of just triggering our passive skill. That's really good. Frost damage caused by Icy Cold is increased by 30% and freeze effect extended. That's also decent. Or frost damage you deal to the enemy has a 3% chance to cause frostbite and instantly take off 5% max HP, not exceeding 1000% of player's attack. I mean, obviously we're going to take this, but... Alright, just double check I grabbed the right one. I want Avalanche. Always worry I'm going to accidentally switch out the wrong weapon, which if you saw the beginning of this video, shouldn't surprise you that I worry about that. Alright. So we're going to go here. Do I get greedy and rank up? That's the real question. Epic's pretty good, but there's 2 tiers above Epic, so... Hey, Legendary. Alright, I think I'll leave it on Legendary. Because there's only 1 tier above that, so the odds of getting it better are pretty slim. All damage plus 9% is decent. Enemy with Frozen takes plus 22% damage. Amazing. Blue Souls drop quantity plus 80%. Solid. And lightning damage is basically a waste, but I'm not going to reroll this. We'll keep that. I could take the random relic and hope for a better Big Bone or Icebreaker Stone. Or I could just take the Souls. Right now we don't have the Souls give us damage, but we could get it at some point in the future. But I'll just take the relic and hope. Negative. Alright, that's fine. Unfortunately, it did waste a heal there. I need to get the passive power that lets me pick which one I get, because then I could just take attack up basically every time. It's like 1% attack, I think. Alright, we'll see how we do against the turtle. I feel pretty good on damage now, so I don't mind picking up some more defensive abilities. Oh man, that is satisfying. That is so satisfying. And a sect skill, nice. Oh, I got hit. It's a good thing I heal. whenever I deal frost damage. Come here. I don't know if they're immune to stun, but it didn't seem like it was stopping him. Alright, Underwind. When you cause damage to an enemy whose health percentage is higher than yours, additional damage will be caused. It doesn't tell you how much extra, but also it's percentage, so I don't like that. Feral Wind, melee attack speed plus 30%, movement speed plus 10%, super solid. And Steady, increase all your damage by 25% when you are not using Excalibur. Well, I am using Excalibur, so Feral Wind it is, which is also just really good. More than happy to pick that up. Ooh, Spooky Room. Like the book. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can just wail on him. Get a ton of souls. Get an extra composure. When you have no enemies within melee range, and we don't have a flying sword, doesn't matter. Left and right, we don't have a flying sword, doesn't matter. And we don't make shields, so it's a complete waste. But, I mean, these two are an absolute waste, and this one has theoretical potential at some point, so we don't need a new weapon. Pretty happy with ours. We'll go money. They can't all be winners. We have some pretty bonkers abilities. I do love the flashy effects, but it also makes it really hard to see when enemies are targeting the ground. Ground-based abilities. Oops. Is that the only path? It is. Oh, it's the shop. Alright, Sharp Fang, right? No, Big Bone. Berserker Blood, no. Ambrosia, no. Excalibur, no. Heal, no. Alright, we move on. Oh, it's down here. Let's forget that. Dun, 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 dun. This guy again. I don't know who else it can be here, or if it can be anyone else. Alright, where's your missiles, buddy? Oops, there's the charge. It's unfortunate he can still charge when he's frozen. Stand up, please. Oh my god, is he gonna lock me in the corner and kill me? Alright. I will... God bless. I will use a healing flask just in case. Because I am getting hit by quite literally everything. Oh, it's missiles. I misread it. And the stupid charge. I misread his attack cues really badly. Alright, we did waste one flask, but that's okay. Oh, it's still raining. Alright, what do we got here? Tortoise Spirit. So this is the one we just unlocked. Upon taking Mortal Wound, your HP is locked at 5%. Must use a Rage skill before effect can be triggered. And your HP is locked at 5%. So does that just save your life? And then when you use a Rage skill, it can save your life again? But locked, I assume, means it can't heal you. I'll hard pass on that. Defense plus 5%. Each 1% increase in defense increases all damage you deal by 1%. Holy cow, tank build? We can do a tank build? Healing effect plus 15% and defense plus 7%. I mean, like, Bruiser is nice, don't get me wrong, but we do heal off frost damage too, so maybe just more defense. I mean, I would like, obviously, for these to be rare. Am I really crazy enough to just get rid of Bruiser? I mean, it's not the legendary one, so the legendary one heals you when you hit bosses, or has a chance to heal you when you hit bosses. I wouldn't give up the legendary one, but I don't actually hate giving that up. I can guarantee whatever it is, I'm probably not taking it. If you have Bruiser, melee attacks can drop a healing sphere. That's funny, because I just got rid of Bruiser. Not that I would trade that anyway. Alright, increase all... No, it's Still bad. When you're at 100% HP, all attack up, I mean, it seems really good. But then it goes away the second you take a hit, which seems really bad. So I think we'll just take the movement speed boost. Hopefully I can upgrade these relics. I took the one, what is it? Yeah, when you oh wait, no. Did I take the one that triggers my white frost? Or did I not? I guess I didn't. I thought I had one that triggered my white frost automatically. Oops, so yeah, I got hit, and that would just be a 60% damage cut for no reason. I mean, it would go back up when I healed. So if there was a build to run it, it would certainly be one like this that heals. Just like that, everything on the screen is dead, so... Sword heart, I don't need heart, so we'll go sword. Get some extra money. Ice Blade, critical hit rate is increased by 10%, can trigger Icy Cold effect. What is Ice Blade? I mean, I'm not switching, but what was Ice Blade? I don't know. I think Ice Blade is the other form's ability. Another sect skill, absolutely. It does seem like that snowstorm is occurring more often. Which is what I was promised. All attack will split now. We'll just definitely take Berserk. It just seems stronger right out the gate. Although I guess it's weaker against multiple targets. I just want to see Snowstorm on permacast. Unfortunately, my rage skill popped there, but it's alright. We already fought the mini-boss, so this will be the boss. I've had too many issues with this boss in the past. Let's see. No, no, no. Maybe. Millennium Ice. Oh, man. %, chance to trigger an ice burst that deals frost damage and slows them. The ice burst has a 15% chance to freeze them. I mean, I already freeze and stuff. I don't think I need Millennium Ice here. I think it's just basically weaker than anything else. Upon flicker, create one ice blade with up to 3 in existence at any time. Once you hit a target with a flying sword, all ice... Oh, flying sword again, I don't have. I would take this. But then I have to put the Icebreaker Stone in that slot, which is... I mean, it's bonus damage. It's actually fine. The tortoise spirit's kind of meh anyway. Like, it's okay. It's just not amazing. I don't have a ton of like defense boosts, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have a ton of like flat defense boosts, so it's not really helping that much. And this does give me bonus damage, while also giving me this insane damage and speed reduction effect. So yeah, we'll go with that. Make sure to distill this. Our health is fine. I keep getting stuck on her hitbox there. The Ice Lord cometh. It's not standing that. Yeah, I think this is the easiest boss out of all of them, if I'm being completely honest. Although now that I've played against the pig boss enough times to know his attacks, he's pretty easy too. But he can actually just insta-kill you, so like, all it takes is one mistake and you just die instantly. Oops. Get out of my way, tornadoes. Kill those quickly. Alright, now we go to his second form. This one is a little bit harder in melee, because he does shoot a giant beam down the center, right where his hitbox is. But otherwise, it should still be pretty easy. And we just have we have a ton of healing off our auto attacks, so even if we take a hit, it's not the end of the world. And we do an obscene amount of damage when our rage goes off. Still super easy to beat him. I'm not sure why he's the third boss. Alright, Bitter Wind. The trigger chance of icy cold is increased by 5%. You have a 20%... Oh, that's the one that I skipped. Yeah, because we took the gold over it. 20% chance to just trigger the obscene White Frost. White Frost does... What was it? How much was it again? Frost damage equal to 125% melee damage every second for 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it's so good. So good. And it's if they're frozen, which I sometimes just become frozen. Anyway, when attacked, you have 15% chance to cast an Ice Nova. I mean, that's okay. And when Icy Cold is triggered, we take Bitter Winter. It's just infinitely better. We don't need Berserker Blood. We sleep on that. And I don't have Tiger's Mark and can't get it yet anyway because I never unlocked it. But also our weapon is just pretty dope. Alright, now on to the insane damage. These guys do some bonkers damage. See the White Lotus. Alright, I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to him. Blue Souls, Relic, Excalibur. I still need to upgrade some of these, so we'll take the Relic. And it is not one that I'm going to use. Unfortunate. So I'm looking for Big Bone, Icebreaker Stone, or legendary versions of those other two. Can I? Oh, I'm an idiot. I talked to her to go. You know, it's kind of funny, by the time you unlock more of those healing potions, you stop needing them as much, generally. So ridiculous. I love it. Oh man. Wait, where am I going? Oh yeah, in here. That's right. Inside the palace. And the nice part is like we're constantly casting chill too, so like even if it takes us a little bit to kill some of these things, actually I just walked straight into the guy. But even if it takes us a little bit to kill, their damage is getting cut constantly. I believe he explodes into more enemies. Yeah, he does. Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's all these poison effects on the ground. Let's not stand in that. Didn't I just say something about not needing flasks? We'll use one just in case. Those guys were way harder to kill. Legendary, unfortunately it's Mechanical Nozzle. And the only thing I can replace would be the Millennium Ice or the Sand. I don't do flying sword damage, and I basically don't sheath. I wonder if that triggers... So that's interesting. So assuming Upon Sheath replaces, or like actually works when I use White Frost, I wonder if it triggers when I cast the White Frost off of this ability. Because that would be pretty funny. I'm not going to test it, but that would be pretty funny. Or if there was a sandbox mode where you could just test things, and like a compendium where you could look up what everything does. And there's such a low cooldown on our Winter's Chill, in addition to just auto-casting it, that like there's really no downside to just using it. Anytime we run into anything that's like even slightly healthy and takes more than one hit, just push the button. I hate this zone. These guys will just come out of nowhere. Slash you. The melee forms don't get targeting reticles. It's a healing room. Sect, skill, give me something good. Not that I'm like wanting for good skills, don't get me I do like that like the sect skills change with each build too. So like there's some obvious synergies and reasons to pick different builds. Is there a guy alive still? There he is. Oh, there's one. It's hiding back here. Out of here, man. There it is. Alright. Steady is useless, left and right is useless, and Sheath Mastery is close to useless, but technically does something, so we'll take it. A little depressing. Alright, shop time. Sharp Fang, any big bone. I always mix those up. Death Lotus, no. Windchaser Herb, no. Random Excalibur, no. Recover HP, no. Alright. Dead shop. I can't even see, like, any telegraph that she does. Can't even see it because there's so many effects going off right now. She's gonna jump up there and start fucking spitting at me. Ow. Oh, it's a triple. Alright, spit time. Blast right into a hit, but it's fine. If I didn't have a million effects going off, I could actually dodge some of these attacks. Triple, oh, into another one, of course. Spit time, she should die with a, yeah, there we go. It's funny because the spit still goes off. Alright, let's see what we got here. Apothecary, Herbal Gourd's healing power increased, but takes 4 seconds to finish. Defensive stance if you take no... I do like this one. If you take no damage for 15 seconds, then you take 25% less damage the next time. And Hurricane, it basically saves you from like one big hit. Hurricane, melee attack, plus 35. Excuse me, plus 35% defense, minus 250%. Movement speed greatly increased. Upon flicker, damage all enemies in your path. Sounds good, but the defense down is just so huge. It's too huge. Too huge. So we'll take the stance. It's just too much. Thunderstorm. Let me sleep. And Thunder Waker. If you have both Thunderstorm and Millennium Ice, how funny is that? Because I have Millennium Ice, and I could have theoretically taken... Well, I mean, I already have a good weapon, so it doesn't matter, but that is pretty funny. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Healing room or healing room? Or, sorry, money room or money room? Just kidding. Ow. God, there's so much hell. Wait, did I just get... Oh, did I just get a shield? Did I kill this guy? I guess I did. I feel like they're tankier than some of the bosses have been. We always go boss, because it can be a sect skill. Oh, that's fast. Fast girl. Whew. What we got here? Zombie finger. Gain the zombie effect, max HP is increased by 40%, damage dealt is increased by 30%, but you lose 2% max HP every second for 10 seconds. No thanks. The legendary version of this does give you like a lifesteal effect, so it's not as complete garbage as it sounds. Upon dealing damage, 25% chance to poison the enemy. Attacking an enemy affected by poison has a 15% chance to stun them. I actually do kind of like that one. Do I have bonus poison damage still? I don't. I do kind of like that. So I can move the Icebreaker Stone back down here, get rid of Millennium Ice. I don't know. It's tempting. Tempting. But I think we just pass. Whatever that was, I just walked straight into it. Like that. Can't see his attack animations behind the wall. I'm gonna spawn a bunch of nerds. I see them. We don't actually have to kill them, because he was technically the last one on the screen. Let's go with him. Step straight in the poison. I still got hit by that, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Can I get a healing room for this? Shattered Ice. Impossible. All damage plus 17%. Melee damage plus 27%. Range damage doesn't matter. Enemy with stun takes plus 46% damage. Legendary relic drop chance plus 10%. I mean, that would be insane if I got it early. But if we have Icebreaker Stone, which we do, our melee attacks have a 5% chance to trigger the Icebreaker Stone core slot once. Chance to trigger Shattered Ice is increased by another 10%. In fact, does that mean chance to trigger Shattered Ice is increased by another 10%? It is called Shattered Ice. Now, hold up. Icebreaker Stone, what does it do in the core slot? Shoots spikes out of the ground, dealing roughly 82 damage most of the time because most things are going to be frozen. Versus an avalanche that deals AoE 200%, really 300% melee damage. I'm not going to lie to you, I actually don't know which is better. Because this is more damage all the time. And this doesn't always trigger. And if I take this, I can get rid of Big Bone. Or I don't need Big Bone. I mean, right now Big Bone helps with this because enemies with stun take bonus damage, but... I mean, I think we go with the Shattered Ice. Yeah, I think so. I think that's more damage. I will use a flask because I don't want to die. Oh, it's this room. This room is freaky. I mean, It's fun. It's just freaky. Oh man. Come to the boss. I've yet to beat this boss. Alright. Windchaser herb, mechanical casing, tricolor crystal, or maybe we start here, right? Oh, pearl. Gross. Alright, so if I get rid of... I can get rid of Big Bone if I want to. I gain a shield when I flicker. I wish I knew how much my max HP actually was, but it gives me a 12% shield. I no longer have stun. I have no way to cause stun, do I? Oh man, I gotta read through all this stuff and look for stun. Oh, that's where the shield is coming from. Tortoise armor. Do I have any source of stun? Doesn't look like it. Just frozen. So I won't get the bonus 46% damage. Though truthfully, that's only for half a second with this anyway. You know what I could do is I could move the Big Bone up to here, which stuns when I do that. The Icebreaker Stone is garbage here, though. What if I put it here, but then Millennium Ice is useless? Which is fine, I don't need Millennium Ice. Create one Ice Blade. Yeah, and then I have to use Flying Swords, which I don't have. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. Because now I stun every 4th hit instead of on my dash. Which is probably better. Let's distill this. Windchaser herb, mechanical casing. Does mechanical casing have a chance to stun? I don't remember. Okay. I will buy this. Oh, it is legendary. Oh my god. So we could actually do a kind of nutty build here if we want to. So it's another shield thing, which works with, we have shield from Tortoise Armor, and we have shield from Pearl. So let's see. Upon sheath, so theoretically that works when I press my R key. In fact, let's just test that. Let's press it now. Yes, so we do get a shield. Okay. So upon sheath, we gain a shield, which we can use like every, what is it, like every 12 seconds or something. That takes an amount of damage equal to 25% of our HP for 5 seconds. So just more shields. When rage reaches 100, we automatically consume all rage to instantly reset our sheath cooldown, which is fine. If it's not in cooldown, our next use won't trigger a cooldown. When our shield expires, we're healed an amount equal to 20% of our remaining shield. And I can't read it because of this other stuff here. Upon gaining a shield through sheath, 15% chance to gain, I believe that says invulnerability for 5 seconds. Let me look that up real quick. I think that's what that says. Of course, I can't read it on that screenshot either. I'm pretty sure that says invulnerability. Yeah, invulnerability. So a 15% chance to just be invulnerable for 5 seconds instead. I mean, Santa Marta is awesome. Don't get me wrong. This is way more defensive. And we just have to have... We technically don't need Big Bone. So we could take Santa Marta here. We lose the stun ability, which again, not that big of a deal. 15% chance to put enemy into stasis for 1 second. Stasis is the same thing as freeze, except it's not. It doesn't count as frozen, but it works the same as freeze. And steal 1% of the target's attack speed and movement speed, can steal up to 10 layers and lasts for 3 seconds. I mean, that seems better, right? So we just go with something like this, and now we have lots of shielding. Our damage is whatever. That seems fun. Let's give that a try. Alright, I haven't beaten this guy. Time to find out if we can do it. He does a lot of damage. Gotta learn his attack patterns here. He's gonna charge, maybe? What's he doing? He's hovering. What's he doing? There he goes. He's gonna throw a spear and then charge. Okay. I mean, he still has that shield. Ouch, that one hit me. I mean, we just do so much damage over time anyway. Are we invincible? I mean, not quite, obviously. He does have another form, which we will see here soon. Oh, there it is. The damage over time put him in his second form. He killed me in one shot the last time I fought this form. I'm curious to see. Curious to see if we can finally beat this guy. God, that hurts. I mean, it didn't hurt, but like, this big hits. I'm not even sure if he's the final boss, truthfully. Gotta time those a little bit better. Oops, yep, I didn't time that right. Hey, let's go. A glorious death indeed. Wait, there's more drops. He must not be the final boss. Crap. White Wolf Mane could be good, but not the baby version. Take the Sect skill. Blade of Glacier. Increase the damage of your melee attacks to frozen enemies by 40%. So it's basically almost always a 40% damage increase, which is great. Quick Freeze. When Icy Cold is triggered, cooldown of our button is reduced by 1 second. Now that we get a shield every time we do that, that's really good. I think I'll do that. Like, as much as I want the bonus damage, just being able to be invulnerable sounds more fun. Give the Journal. Barbarian Might. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Okay. Melee damage plus 30%, so that's like double. Oh no, never mind, just kidding. It's a lot of damage though. If you have Big Bone, your melee attacks have a chance to trigger. Okay. Well, that's cool. I think we had that earlier. Yeah, that's the weapon we had earlier, but we had a baby version of it. Is that better? I mean, we don't have Big Bone anymore, do we? We got rid of Big Bone? Yeah, we got rid of Big Bone. So... Oh man, that would be crazy if we still had Big Bone, though. I wish I could just, like, carry a spare weapon with me. That you could, like, only switch to in between or in between things or whatever. That would be nice, but... Because, like, when you take skills like this, I mean, I'm sticking with Shadow Dice, but when you take stuff like this, you're just, like, really hoping you hit the thing. Boop. I really need a better Icebreaker Stone. This is quite literally the farthest I've been in this game. I hope this isn't another boss fight immediately. It looks like it is. Oh no, we go inside. Okay, we do get another shop, so that's nice. Shark Fang, Ambrosia, Blood Fungus, Random Excalibur. Oh, you can't even heal in here. It doesn't even give you heal as an option anymore. Alright, looks like we're going straight into another boss fight that I don't know the mechanics for. Oh, no, we get to go to here. Okay. Random relic. Yep. Oh, it's the legendary. The legendary sand is absolutely insane. It is actually insane. What's it do here? 20% and steal 2%. When you steal 10 layers of time from the target, your attack speed... Oh, okay, that's just great. I mean, it's a strict upgrade, so obviously we're taking it. That's sick. That is absolutely sick. I mean, that's almost as good as putting it in the main slot, if, you know, like... That's crazy. Really lucky there. What's our weapon have? We could re-roll our weapon stats. It's already highest rank. We could re-roll the attributes. I mean, we can't go back, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know what the ranges that you can hit are. But enemies with stun is irrelevant. So, and legendary relic drop chance is probably irrelevant at this point. Now that we got that, because I don't think we're gonna get any more relics. So, yeah. Let's look for something better. Frost damage is great. All damage 11%. Sheath cooldown is actually really good. Movement speed. The lightning damage is a miss. I wish I didn't have to listen to him hitting the hammer or hitting the anvil constantly, though. That's a little annoying. Do we keep this? It's lower damage, but the sheath cooldown 25% is pretty insane. And frost damage, yeah, you know what? I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. All right, stop hitting that thing, dude. It's really annoying. Are you ready? Okay, this will be the final fight, and it does fully heal you. So not being able to buy healing doesn't actually matter. That's good. Good to know. Final chapter, Scroll of Dragon. Absolute farthest I've been in this game so far, so I have no idea what to expect. I don't even know if there's more enemies or if it's just the boss. Looks like it's just the boss. What's going on there, bud? Okay. Huge attacks. Knocks you down and then hits you. That looks like it's gonna hurt. Oh, that hurt me. Okay. So far, so good. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna go and use my shield though. I probably used it too soon. Maybe shield every time we dash, so. Oh, that got fancy. And teleport, purple slash. Well, he's got all these like flying swords. I don't know if I can kill the swords or not. Oh my goodness. So much going on. Teleport, purple slash. Those basic attack patterns pretty straightforward. Oops. Oh no, I got hit by multiple. That is really hard to dodge. Who needs to dodge things when you can just take almost 0 damage? It's at least a more interesting fight than the third lady, the crane. Not actually damaged today. Alright. Because I'm not dodging, I'm getting lazy, I'm just trying to tank it all. I probably don't need to heal quite so frequently. I just don't want to get hit by like some random one-hit kill. Is he healing? I swear it feels like he's healing. This fight's gonna take ages, but I think we're good. I don't want to speak out of turn. Oh, he's getting a new form. That's when you know shit's getting crazy. Oh, now he's got purple on his dash. And more random ground effects. I will say the oh god. Alright. Uh-oh. What we got going on here? I feel like I probably don't want to get hit by this, whatever it is. We got out of it. Now he's gonna suck me in again. Oh, like instantly. I'd rather not kneel, thanks. Those stupid pools. They do a ton of damage if you stand on them. Hey, let's go. The Blood Pact is a powerful seal. It requires one primary bloodline and 4 secondary bloodlines. The primary can provide the seal with energy, while the secondary cannot. To break the Blood Pact, the primary bloodline must kill the providers of other bloodlines. Okay, cool. Oh, literally destroyed the throne. That's funny. This trip was really hard, wasn't it? No idea what she's saying, but she's creeping me out. I'm gonna let the credits play just in case there's something at the end of it. Until we can spend our points. I guess this is a good time to say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps us out. Make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video and comment down below if there's any builds you'd like to see going forward. If you haven't tried this game out yet, I highly recommend it. It is about $20-ish on Steam. But it's an absolute blast. And there is scaling difficulty. Oh man, that's sick. The art is so good in this too. Seriously, hats off to the people that made this game. I want to say it was Billy, but I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Alright, 13 points. Looks like if you, yeah, so if you beat it, you get a lot of points to spend, so that's great. I mean, I will absolutely take damage reduction. I'm assuming you eventually just can unlock all of this stuff, so. Let's take some more damage. Unlock White Tiger Spirit Elixir. And then may as well unlock some of these. Melee attack speed up, absolutely. Sheath cooldown. Excuse me. Your melee attacks have a 15% chance to inflict an extra attack. Yeah, that can trigger all melee attacks? That's crazy. Okay. Holy cow. Okay, so there's some crazy abilities in here. I cannot wait to see what we can do when we have all of that stuff unlocked. I don't know what the exclamation points there said. See if we have anything new here. We do. Corrupted Dragon. I don't know what that is, but we have it. Tiger's Mark. Yeah, we have that too. I'm assuming those are maybe weapons or skills or something. Still have a bunch more to unlock in here. We haven't found all of these things, so it'll be pretty exciting to find those. And let's go see. Oh, no, nothing happened yet. Oh! We have the difficulty increase now. Nice. All right, medium snow. Chance to find high-quality relics slightly increased. Effects of the pandemonium mean that enemies from the next... I think it causes enemies from the following, like the next zone can spawn in your zone. Chance to find high-quality Excalibur slightly increased. Oh, that's awesome. You do get rewarded, too, for taking the harder difficulties. Fleshkin is born from the corpse of every cursed living being. Don't know what that is. Sounds gross. The spreading evil means that all enemies now have slightly increased attack. The snow continues to build in intensity. Complete one difficulty level to unlock the... Well, that's not very helpful. But alright. Do we have the extra... We do have another one unlocked here now. So that's cool. We'll probably check that out next time. Alright, this is exciting. Finally getting some more stuff going on. It's crazy how the game is super in-depth when you first get it. Or like when you don't have anything unlocked, and it just continues to provide more and more depth as you go. So definitely excited to play more of this, and we'll catch you in the next one.